So it's been a little while since I did one of these South Africa vlogs. Got a little bit waylaid by how busy life has been recently. But I do want to just pick up where I left off and just sort of finish off speaking about what the camp itself was like, because I've set the scene and not actually told you about the children that I met or the work that we did. And to be honest, talking about the work we did that's just kind of not quite how it was. It was more just about building relationships. It was just so much more of that than I had realised, and how powerful relationships are, and how things can not necessarily be fixed through relationships, but just, I don't know, a problem shared sounds so cheesy, I know, but just going deep with people by opening up and being yourself and not holding back. So I had this cabin of 17-year-old girls, and they were just amazing. Like, it was without doubt 4 or 5 of the best days of my life, meeting them and spending that time with them. And I had been really nervous at the idea of spending time with girls of that age, because it's been so long since I've hung out with anybody in their teens. And I was just so, I just learned so much from them. I really, really did. And obviously I was a bit of an outsider and I didn't speak their language. And whilst they spoke English, they're obviously more comfortable with their own language. So it did take a few days just to kind of, probably wasn't even a few days, maybe a day or two, just to, I guess, feel accepted. For them to know that I was really there for them, that I was really interested in them, that this wasn't just a flash in the pan for me, but that who they were was really important to me, and that I really wanted to find out about them. And so I chose to go in quite boldly. We had cabin time every day, which was when we got to spend time in the cabin, just as a group, and just talk and get to know each other. And I knew that some of these girls probably had some tough stuff going on in their lives. And so I have had a lot of tough things go on in my life over the years, which most of you won't ever have heard about. But I chose to just go straight in and share some of that stuff with them, because I thought if they knew from the outset that I was willing to be vulnerable with them, and that it didn't, just because I was, kind of the white rich girl that had pitched up, it didn't actually mean that our problems were completely different. And actually, a lot of them had suffered the same problems as me, and I think they were shocked, and I think I was a bit shocked too, that when it comes to it, it doesn't matter if you're black or you're white, or if you've got money or you don't have money. We are all the same. We have the same problems every day, and we struggle with the same things. And yes, there will be different contexts to those things, but actually we can relate to each other in a way that I don't think we often understand. And I think maybe it does take a situation like that to have everything else stripped back and to really get to see what other people are like. And to know that you can really, really go deep with somebody just by willing to be a little bit vulnerable. And it's not easy, but it's powerful. It's so powerful. And the day that I chose to tell them my full story, so kind of beginning to end, sorry, I'm a bit emotional about it, to be honest. That was the day that they really accepted me. I'd shared my story, and we had to go back and do some big group time. And as we were walking away, 2 of the girls came up, and one of them put her arm around my shoulders and gave me a big fat kiss on the cheek here. And the other girl put her arm around this shoulder and gave me a big fat kiss on the cheek here. And from then on, they call me Sissy, which means sister. And since coming home, some of them call me Mum. In the messages that we have between the 2 of us, or between lots more than just 2 of us, actually, between all of us. And, I just was blown away that I could just get to share something so much more with them in such a short space of time. It's something that will never leave me. And, the idea of getting to see them again and meet them again some days it's on my mind a lot. I think about these girls a lot. I text them, they text me, and their well-being and how they manage and how they're doing each day is seriously important to me. In a way that I've probably known some people for years and maybe not got to that levels with. So I guess my big encouragement today, and it's something that has come up more than just once for me, is just share. Let's just start sharing. Let's not be ashamed of the stuff that goes on behind closed doors. Let's not be ashamed of the things that we've done or the things that have happened to us, because it's rich. It's really rich stuff. It may feel bad, but it's actually a gift to share it with other people. So rather than thinking of it as being bad, let's think about it of something that can really be a gift to another person.